Before we watch this clip, you can listen to the whole of the Somewhere Over the Crossbar podcast on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify for free. Enjoy the clip.
We're going to start off with Arsenal. Mika, before we go into Havertz, Smith-Rowe, tell me about how do you feel like their season so far, the games that you've seen, what do you think?
It's so hit or miss. It will go from 10-minute periods and I'll feel like we could win the league, and then I'll feel like we're just going nowhere this season. It's really weird because I tried to focus more on how we're actually playing than the results, because I feel like early on this season we've been getting the right amount of points that we should be, but a lot of the games have been really unconvincing. Aside from the Palace game, because that was just disgraceful.
Yeah, it was dreadful. Yeah.
But Forest was weird. We shouldn't have done that. We still can't seem to kill a game, which is scaring me.
Yeah.
What was the game after Palace where it was
Fulham?
That was
Fulham? We drew.
Yeah.
That was a 2. Yeah.
Fulham was.
That was shocking.
Yeah, we went to that.
10 men. Yeah. That was shocking.
Should have won that.
That was ridiculous. I mean, I'm happy about United. We deserve to win, to be fair. But I don't know. We've not looked as. I mean, we haven't looked as good as we have in pre-season, or even the City game, and that's not good.
Zinchenko was out. Was he out in pre-season? I don't think
but we
he
had
was.
Timber. He was out, but we had Timber.
That's it.
And Timber was massive.
I think the Zinchenko injury is where it's all gone wrong, and I think we played that back four against United,
that is
and
true.
It was a clear difference.
That is true.
Not only on the left hand side, but Ben White and Saka.
I think
Who
it's
did
a
play at left
transitional
back
game.
against United?
We had Zinchenko.
Oh.
That was what changed.
Yeah.
Because we've been having Tommy. No, not even.
No, it was they just played
Oh fucking hell!
Partey right back.
Oh god, yeah.
And then
so bad.
It was Partey right back, and then Ben White and Saliba in the middle, and then they play Kirill or something
No,
like that.
yeah.
I don't.
He's been alright.
Huh? I think
No,
Kirill was
she's
actually
good.
right.
That's not the point though. It's because Partey can't.
He's not that.
Yeah.
I see the vision.
And Saka does nothing with Partey. No, we need the Ben White overlapping.
Overlapping.
Lines.
Yeah, exactly that. I think with Forest, we were the dominant team, and it's almost similar to United. I feel like we dominated that United game. There may be a few moments in the game where we kind of fell off, but Forest we should have won by a few goals. I think.
Genuinely, well, by the end of the first half, I thought we're gonna win by 4-0, 5-0. And we just sit back. But we did the same thing last season. I don't understand it. Arteta's happy with we're a few goals up and then just sitting back and seeing how we can play and experimenting, but we can't be doing that anymore.
Yeah.
If we want to go for the title, which really after last season we should be, then you have to learn how to kill a game.
Yeah, and I think you're right. We were yet to see that. Even last season, have we been killing games in that title race? We kind of got away with a few.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bournemouth got away with that. As much as I loved that moment,
that was incredible.
you shouldn't really be having that moment against
it's
Bournemouth.
too
You should be
much
having that
drama.
against City, right?
Literally.
That's what we should be having.
Yeah. Or United, the
something
United
like
game
that.
last year.
Yeah.
And this year even.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You don't need it against Bournemouth.
And to be fair, as much as we can say we dominated the game, let's say Garnacho was timed his run a little bit better, or Gabriel didn't jump forward, that would probably be a 2-1 loss. Do you know what I mean?
You're right.
So I think I'm very unconvinced. I think
I'm not as convinced as I was last season.
No.
I thought last season you were very, very scary. I don't find you scary.
But I think we have the potential, the team we have now, and the football that Arteta's trying to play, I think has potential to be better than last year. I think we just haven't clicked yet. But also what I'm trying to say,
Timber's gone straight away.
yeah. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because last year we peaked so early, and then once Saliba got injured and we kind of petered off after the World Cup. If we build up to a peak that we can peak in March, and then that would be great. Because we need to. This is what City do every year. They always have their best couple months at the end and just don't. They win every single game.
They don't drop points.
That's what we need to do.
I mean, also with City, now that we talk about it, I actually haven't been that convinced by City either.
Really?
Sheffield United, they've struggled against
That's
Sheffield.
True. It's true.
And Fulham, I know they won 4-1 or something, but that offside goal,
at the end
right? These can change games. So I don't actually think either team has been that good, to be honest. I think City have been better than Arsenal. I mean, they've won all of their games, right?
They have, yeah.
But no, Arsenal, and it's weird because I feel like Declan Rice has come in, and I'm over the moon with Rice. I think he's he's come in £105 million. I'll probably pay 140 now. Now that I've seen the performances,
Genuinely,
because he's and it's weird. That's what I find really weird about the situation, because I think right, last year we had kind of Xhaka, who's a really good player. We had Partey. Then we brought in this world-class player. I think we can call Rice world-class.
He is world-class.
And we've gotten worse. It's just, it doesn't really work in your head. But I think the Zinchenko injury has definitely had a go at us.
But it's not like Rice is a direct replacement for Xhaka though, because if he was, and we had Rice playing in the 8 role, I think we'd be a lot better.
There's one common
denominator.
That's Havertz.
And that's what we're going to talk about now. I'm going to actually start with Rocco.
Yeah.
So tell me, let's date this back to, in May of 2023. Right? He's a Chelsea player.
Yeah.
It's the end of the season.
Yeah.
Where does he rank with actually your best players? Is he up there or?
It's such a divisive one. You'll always get people that think that they're kind of football elite because they can see the vision with Havertz. They can see what he does, and they're like, if you watch him really closely, you'll see he completely changed the game. He is just shit. Like,
oh, come on, Rocco. 6 months ago, you were that guy.
I've never been that. I have never ever been that guy that's rated Havertz.
You rated Timo Werner.
What you used to say, and I think you'd probably still say it, is if he goes to the Bundesliga or the La Liga or Liga or Serie A, he would actually be world class.
Yeah, he'd be one of the best in the world because he shows at Champions League nights. He was always kind of up there with our best players. When we're playing a very kind of slow game, he can play. But the thing is, the Prem is not a slow league. The Prem, he moves very kind of lethargic and like. He has no urgency. He doesn't really have quick feet. He doesn't. I just think, put him in like a Müller role, Bayern Munich, and you're laughing. And I think that's what will eventually happen to him. But I just don't think he's ever really going to do it in the Prem. Simply because you've got players that, even if you look at someone like Bruno can just give him the ball and a second later he's already released it. Yeah. Perfect pass. Havertz needs that time that you don't really get in the Prem.
Yeah, I think you actually seen that with some of his performances, like even against United, right? Kind of gives the ball away and they go and score. That sort of thing, not really being too urgent. And I think, but also, he's just so low confidence. You can see it.
I think that's it more because it's not. He wins the ball a lot, like especially against United. Well, even the first 2 games, like he won the most ball recoveries. He won the most ball recoveries in both games out of any player on the pitch. Which is like, I feel like that's what Arteta's got him in to do. You can't just have ball recoveries as an attacking midfielder and then not be useful in the build-up, which he isn't yet.
Also, he does have a really, really good left foot, but you never really see it.
I think once we have Jesus back, centred, and then Jesus and Havertz can kind of overlap and interchange, then they can really get the most out of Havertz. But we just haven't settled into our proper starting 11 yet.
Good point.
When we won the Champions League, when we played Real Madrid at the Bridge semi-final, I thought that was the moment where I thought Havertz is going to be our best player. Like I thought all the money is worth it because he was just toying with Real Madrid, and he's done it in the Bundesliga. He came through so early. The amount of goal contributions that he got. Yeah, it's Germany, but still, he was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Crazy for an attacking midfielder playing in a 4-2-3-1. Now Arteta's kind of playing deeper, which is what the opposite of what managers have always done at Chelsea, which is try and push him forward more.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think against City when he played up front, I was really actually impressed by him.
Yeah.
I think he was really, really good. That's sort of when you're playing a good team that's going to press you, and you've got this 6'4" guy who can kind of hold up a defender.
Yeah.
He actually was really good, and
he's got great movement too.
Great movement, and he can pass the ball. Yeah. So I think to say like you got some Arsenal fans saying it's over, he's gone.
No, definitely.
I don't think that's true. And I think actually with Havertz at Chelsea, I feel like you actually just wanted him to be like a number 9, almost. Like
you wanted him to be everything. We tried him everywhere, and it never really worked out. I mean, to be fair, we didn't try him
in his actual position.
No, we didn't try him where you're trying him, which is deep behind an 8 or a 10. We always put him either as the 8 or the 10 or the 9.
Behind the 10, really.
Well, he's playing kind of alongside Rice and a lot of.
I think this is the problem. Mikel, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like he's come in to replace Xhaka, really.
Yeah.
Rice has come in to kind of strengthen our midfield as a whole. He can play where Xhaka plays. He can also play where Partey plays. But I feel like Havertz was brought in to basically replace Xhaka. And I actually don't think he's playing him like Xhaka's been played. All of them years of Xhaka being horrible, he was told to defend win the ball back, all of that. And I'm seeing that in Havertz.
Yeah.
I'm seeing him trying to win the ball back, running around, all of this. Then when it all changed for Xhaka was when, listen, mate, press very like don't do a mad press, take your time on the ball, and have a shot. Basically, that's what Arteta did, and it completely changed it for him because he wasn't going in for these stupid tackles. I'm seeing Havertz. I don't really see him with the ball that much.
Yeah.
I kind of see him winning it back, and then he takes a big touch, and he's lost it again.
That is also the big confidence thing, though, because I feel like Havertz just doesn't have that in him right now at the club as well. Like, he doesn't have the support of the fans to be like Xhaka over like 4 or 5 years. Every match there'd be like some loose Xhaka shot, and you just know that, like in the stands, you know that's coming. And then it got to the point where like whatever, Xhaka will just do what he wants. But Havertz doesn't have the relationship with the fans or his teammates even. Like, he could just do that. Like, Xhaka was very much the captain for a long time, and I don't know, if Havertz starts taking long shots and liberties and risks and moving forward, unless Arteta's specifically been like, all right, mate, go do that, then I don't know. I feel like he just doesn't have the confidence to do that right now.
I think the main thing is the risk taken. He's got to start kind of being that midfielder. You've mentioned Bruno, you've mentioned De Bruyne. Oh, you didn't mention those kind of players.
Yeah.
They play a pass. And I think Havertz has that in him, but he's got no confidence. He had no confidence at Chelsea, really.
Yeah.
So I think we're yet to see. But I think also the main thing about Havertz is, if it was Havertz and Vieira, they were our two players in those positions, I think that'd actually be less.
What about Smith Rowe?
Well, this is what we're about to say. If it was just the two of, Fabio Vieira and Havertz, there wouldn't be as much outrage, because you'd be like, right, we've got two half-decent players, Havertz is probably a little bit better than Vieira, let's be honest. So
Or he could be.
We'll play Havertz, Vieira will come on.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. But then you've got this guy called Emile Smith Rowe, who in the 21-22 season basically was our best player.
Up,
He was better than Saka.
Yeah, I remember.
He was. I remember saying,
definitely was.
everyone was like, oh, Saka. I think Smith Rowe's actually a little bit better
Did he
than
win
Saka.
our Player of the Year? I think he might have.
I don't think he did, but he got
No, he didn't.
the highest goal scorer.
He did do that.
That was that.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. And that is what Arsenal kind of want. You see Odegaard, he got 15 goals last year.
Yeah.
Arteta wants everyone to score goals. Xhaka, 8 goals last year.
Yeah, a lot. This is what I've been saying to you about goal distribution. And like, that's what we need to keep doing, and we did it so well last year.
Yeah.
And that's what Havertz really needs to be doing as well. Like, he can contribute to bringing in the goals from midfield the same way Xhaka was.
I mean, Havertz,
he just poses no
I can't really judge him as a goal scorer because he's been playing for Chelsea. So, we've had a league.
Did he have a goal? Did he have a season where he got double digits in goals?
All competitions, I think he did in his first season.
He was your top scorer last year.
Yeah, he was. That's depressing.
But you got like 9.
Yeah.
But I think if Smith Rowe wasn't I think the fact that we have Smith Rowe, who has a connection with all of the Arsenal fans love him.
I love him so
much.
much.
We sing like Saka and Emile Smith Rowe. We say that for Saka, but we also do sing that for Smith Rowe. He's a fan favourite, Croydon, De Bruyne, all of this, and he's an Arsenal boy. So I think the fact that he's not even getting, has he had a minute this year?
No minutes.
No minutes. That is what's pissing off Arsenal fans. Is it really Havertz not playing well, or is it that you've got this likeable, talented player on the bench?
Because Havertz isn't playing well. Like, we can't ignore that. Like,
but is Saka playing well? Is Martinelli playing well?
Yeah.
Is Gabriel, is Saliba? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're right.
Is he really the worst player for us? Like, has he really been that bad, or is it like?
To be fair, at the United game, he was very much the worst player.
I thought he was. I thought that was his best game.
Nah.
Before City.
I feel like at United, he was like, every time he got the ball, it was gone. Honestly.
I think that was Fulham. That's what I thought.
There was both then.
Fulham, he was dreadful.
He's just not been good. He just hasn't. Like, I really, really want to support him. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
Also, just because he played for Chelsea, and I'd love if he did well.
Yeah.
Like, I just love it. But he has been shit. He has.
Yeah. I just can't get the head up. Like, you're like, these are like they want to sell every single player that they have.
Yeah.
Like, they need as much money as we have, as they can get. And we've thrown 65 million at them.